Blessings and good evening. Tonight is what we call the small one prat, meaning the moon day, which is the half moon. It's the occasion which we as Buddhist and also Buddhist monastic Sangha members get together to mark the monthly calendar 4 times per month. Both with the small one prat and the large one prat. Large one prat meaning twice a month we do the recitation of the Patimokkha, the monk's rules. But this evening, being the half moon, simply the smaller one prat, so still an observance night, but it's no necessity to chant the full 227 rules. But nevertheless, it's a time which we get together to put more effort into our practice. So as we have been doing so for the last 3 or so weeks, every one prat doing the reciting Itipiso chant 108 times. And why do we do this? Why do we put more effort on these particular days? Well, there's nothing stopping us from putting in effort on other occasions as well. But as human beings, it's helpful to have a agreed upon time, agreed upon dates which we can use for our spiritual cultivation, meaning that we all agree upon this date to gather together to increase our practice, put more effort into our practice. In many monasteries there might be some lay people who like to come into the monastery for the one prat and stay up all night, listening to Dhamma, walking meditation, sitting meditation. Use that occasion to put extra effort. Live like a monk for the day by keeping the 8 precepts. Sometimes when we put effort into our practice, like on the one prat, these moon days, it's not necessarily that you receive the fruits or results of your practice immediately. It's often after the occasion, after the fact, maybe whether that's a few days later or a few weeks, months or years later, we receive the fruits of that effort. When we devote ourselves to cultivating mindfulness and concentration and are regularly putting effort on these days, then that can bubble up for us at different times throughout our day. but that comes from a cause, and that's what we're doing. We're putting in the causes for our practice to develop. So the one prat is not something to be overlooked or just say, oh, it's just any old day. But it's an agreed upon occasion which we as Buddhists, we give importance to. And when we give importance to it, it's meaning we're putting in extra effort, putting in more time on our meditation, our chanting, and spending the day focusing on the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha. When this becomes a regular practice in our lives, whether it's inside the Vassa or Pansa period, the rains retreat period, or it's outside, the more we can keep this as a continuous practice, we keep up a continuity, then that's when real change happens. So first it's being aware when the one prat is. So marking those days on your calendar, being aware of that today is the one prat. Then we make our commitment to maybe keep the 5 or 8 precepts on these occasions. And if one has the ability to enter a monastery, join in the meditation, chanting, and listening to Dhamma on these occasions. Luang Por Chah, he had this way of giving importance to the one prat, is that normally speaking, 1 out of 7 days is not too much to ask to give to the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. We give the rest of the week quite happily and easily to the world. So meaning our commitment to living our lives, earning money, spending time with family, and all the various commitments that we often have no qualms about committing ourselves to the worldly life. So 6 days are used in that way, but only asking for 1 day per week to commit to the triple gem is not too much to ask. And reaps great benefits as well. So the more we put into our practice, the more we gain from it. So tonight, being the one prat, we can practice together. We'll be doing the Paritta chanting tonight, which is the extended auspicious chanting. Then chanting Itipiso 108 times as well to mark this occasion of one prat. So for the time being, we can all practice meditation together until the sound of the bell.